You are now listening to the HighlyEvolvedPodcast. My name's Stefan. You'll find me on Twitter and Gab.ai. This channel is for real American patriot. If you're not a real American patriot, please exit this channel. Alright? And on that note, let's begin. How you guys doing? This is the HighlyEvolvedPodcast. I already mentioned the intro, and in this episode, I want to discuss, because a lot of things were going around the news lately about the topic of abortions, right? Let me turn the volume down. The topic of abortion, and what's striking me, because all these things came out about abortion. You know, Georgia came out with their abortion laws. Alabama just signed a new abortion law as well. And it's just been circling the wired, the internet for the past week now. But I want to show you this article. I just got to show you this article. It's concerning a certain movie. Okay. If you don't know what movie I'm talking about, it's a movie. If you want to read it, I'll link a link in the description below. But let's go. It's concerning the movie Juno. If you haven't seen this movie Juno, it's about what's that? A teen that committed. I don't say committed. That was involved in some sexual acts with her boyfriend or whatnot. And then it turns out when they did this act, they got pregnant. Now she had to battle with the dilemma of whether she should keep the baby or she shouldn't keep the baby. At the end of the movie, I don't want to spoil it for you. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen this movie Juno, she ended up keeping the baby. And she gave it up for adoption. That's if you don't know me by now, I'm pro-life, and I'm saying this movie, it says everything that what you need to do. If you're not for abortion, you don't have to kill your baby. You just put it up for adoption, and somebody will get it. But let's read the articles on Breitbart. All right. Okay. The headline said, "Juno Screenwriter, quote: I would not have written the film if I knew all Alabama and Georgia abortion law would happen." All right. Oscar-winning screenwriter Diablo Cody says she probably would not have written the 2007 film Juno in today's political environment with the state like Alabama and Georgia enacting pro-life legislative restriction abortion. Right? The film, starring Ellen Page in the title role, tells the story of a pregnant high school student who decided to not have an abortion, instead allowing the young couple to adopt their baby. Right? Keep It podcast Karen Brown asked Diablo Cody if the pregnant teens would have gone to Atlanta and get an abortion if the film were written today. Quote, I think I probably would have just told a different story in general, Cody replied, explaining that when she wrote the screenplay, I wasn't thinking of any activists. I wasn't thinking political at all. Cody, who claimed to be a pro-choice as a person can possibly be, is dismayed that her Academy Award-winning screenplay has been heralded for its pro-life message. Right? She says she found it most horrifying when she got a letter from the Catholic high school thanking me for writing a pro-life movie. And I was like, I fucking hate all of you. This woman is so evil. Juno director Jason Reitman has similar expression discussed at the film embraced by pro-life movement. In April 2007, Reitman staged an all-female live reading of Juno raising money for Planned Parenthood. If there's any confusion about whether Juno was pro-choice or pro-life, this should settle that, Reitman told EW in the Times. Cody, who is attended event, told Vanity Fair at the time, in a way I feel I had responsible to maybe be explicitly pro-choice, and I wasn't. Something that disturbed me over the years is people perceiving Juno as an anti-choice movie, she added. End of article, right? End of article. Wow, these people are so evil. I just want to share the article with you, but let me try. These people are so evil. All right. Now, there you have it. All right. This woman, Diablo Cody, isn't her name Diablo. She's the devil. All right. This movie, you haven't watched this movie. This movie have a lot of pro-life message, and she even deny it as well. Oh my god, she even bashing her own fans. Like, what's wrong with people liking your movie? All right, now they're second guessing their own movie. Like, you put this movie out, all right, and people liked it, and now you hate your fans. All right, what kind of person are you? This is my first time reading this article, and I have no idea what the heck she was so anti-abortion about, but it's to show you the people in Hollywood, they're so pro-choice, they're so for killing babies, right? And I find it startling that these people will actually backtrack their words to support a horrific act like abortions, right? And she already mentioned that because of the law in Alabama and Georgia. What do you expect? These are country in the Bible Belt, all right? And look, this movie was 2007. It's only like a decade plus years, right? It's not that long. During that time, abortion was still an issue. So how would you know? How wouldn't you not know that that this movie was a pro-abortion, all right? Abortion was a big issue back in 2007 as well. And it's a very good movie. It won an Academy Award. And I just can't believe that they would backtrack the words, say that she wouldn't write this movie if the situation was this bad right now. Or it's not even that bad. I mean, these people are just blowing everything out of proportion. And what's wrong with people having pro-life opinion? All right? It's not like they want to kill people. And these people want to kill people. Given the opportunity, they're for slaughtering babies. All right, there's people in Hollywood. Because of that, people just should not watch this movie anymore. I don't know, man. I just wouldn't watch it. I mean, I already seen it, but I'll just not care what the Diablo Cody say. And that's her name too. That's her real name, Diablo. I'm like, why is your name Diablo? Why would your parent name you Diablo? Not to bash your name, but I'm just saying it's kind of eerie, And you're in show business as well. You're in the evil industry. Just write movies. But I don't know. I just I don't believe it was right. She's bashing people who like her movie, and now she's backtracking it. I mean, what are our reaction to do? Right? Not watch the movie. You already seen the movie. I mean, not watch the movie because it's pro-life message. I think it was a good message too. Right? She decided not to have the baby. I mean, she decided to have the baby and give up for abortion. That's what women should do. If you don't want the baby, give up for abortion. There's other options. That's the point of this movie, is to tell people that there are other options besides an abortion. Okay, and she didn't realize how big the idea of abortion is back in 2007. Well, you have a scene of protesters in your movie. How do you not have any idea that is a touchy subject? All right. The concept of abortion was big ever since Roe v. Wade. It had not gone anywhere. All right, it was still a big issue. I don't know why would you think is not a big situations, but this is why I tell you guys, the boycott Hollywood, man. Don't watch Hollywood. Is a BS industry. All right, they're boycotting states. How you boycott a state? All right, like the state of Georgia care about you. All right, we don't care. Stand by a principle. All right, we're pro-life. Just stand by it. Don't backtrack anything. That's the deal with the Democrat people. They like to they're flip-floppers. Ever since John Kerry came out, he's a flip-flopper. That's what all Democrats are. All Democrats flip-flop. They say anything to appease voters. They never stand behind what they mean. Say what they mean and mean what they say. But let me know you agree. This is the HighlyEvolvedPodcast, and I feel very ill after reading this article about this person. All right, because of my opinion, Google don't want to monetize me. All right, because of that, I'm not bounded by any outside interference, and Because of that, I'm unscripted, unrehearsed, unedited. And you like what I do, please follow me on social media. Most importantly, if you want to support what I'm doing, please subscribe to my channel. Because the more people subscribe to my channel, the more it encourages me to make videos to combat all this evilness. That's the purpose of this channel. To combat evil, to stand against Hollywood, to stand against this Agenda 21, to stand against this agenda-driven SJW world, right? Because of that, I'm not taking any donation. I just want to bring people back to reality. Common sense, all right? No donation needed. But most importantly, you guys could subscribe. That's help a lot. But on that note, guys, let me know what you think about this article. This is the HighlyEvolvedPodcast. I thank you for listening. My name is Stefan. And on that note, guys, peace.